Hello everyone with yet another webinar. Today is going to be another happy realization webinar about our own lives and who we are and what big assumptions we have about ourselves. So I'm going to start with an example so that you can understand this whole aspect better. And towards the end of the webinar, we will do something that will help you build your confidence for your exams. Okay? Which will take only 5 minutes. So I want to utilize this webinar for you to understand what and how we are stuck and why are we stuck. To understand whatever is happening with us in our lives, whatever we are feeling, we are responsible. But you will say, no, ma'am, she's always cheating. She's always lying to me. She always comes late. That is why I get angry. So, to clarify this aspect, even I was in the same boat as you. Usne aisa kiya na? That is why I'm angry. So, after some examples and some realization that I give you, you let me know by the end what I'm saying makes sense and with you, whether you accept that or not. And it's okay to say whatever you feel. Okay, whatever is true for you. Okay. Any one of you, tell me one thing about yourself, anything that is not a great habit or a great thing, but you are okay with it. I'll give you an example about me. Okay. It's a hypothetical example, actually. For example, wherever I go na, I reach late. Okay. And I'm okay with it. 15 minutes hi to late hai, I'm okay with it. It doesn't trouble me, it doesn't bother me. Okay. Now, when someone else comes late, will I be okay with it? Tell me. If I've accepted this aspect about me, that it's okay to, my concept is it's okay to be late. So will I be okay with anybody be late? What do you think? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be okay with somebody else also being late.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything that I accept about myself and somebody else does the exact same thing, I'll be okay with it. Because it's a concept. My concept is it's okay to be late. It has to be a universal concept, right? Universal as in that concept has to be true for everybody and me. I can't have conditions apply. Only if I am late, it's okay. Nobody else can be late. Then is that a concept that I accept or it's conditional? It's conditional, which I
Conditional.
don't accept. Correct. Khushi, I can't hear you. You're mute, beta.
Okay, ma'am, I'm really sorry. I was on mute. It can be conditional.
Correct. So then if it's conditional, is that acceptance there within me about it's okay to be late? Anything that I don't accept about myself is something that I will not accept about others. Suppose I never ever lie. Do you think that statement is true? I never lie. You really think this statement is true? Is it possible nobody
No,
ever
ma'am.
lies? No, right? We all have all
No,
qualities.
ma'am.
We have good and bad qualities. Everything exists in the universe and within us. If I accept a bad quality about me, I will not be upset if somebody else is late, for example. But I am very restless. अरे मैं late कैसे पहुंच गई यार? It's not okay to be late. It's not okay to be late. I'm upset with myself only. Actually I am like that. Okay, I don't like to be late. I don't like to make the opposite person wait. If I'm late, then I feel, yeah, it's not a good thing. I don't accept that about myself. That is why this is really true. Okay, that is why when the opposite person is late, whether it's a dinner, whether it's for a lecture, whether it's for an outing, anything, I don't like it if the opposite person is late. And why is that so? Because I don't accept that quality that is within me. Okay, I'll give you another example to understand this better. If I'm bald, and I'm okay to be bald, okay, it's fine. I like being bald. Will I comment or make fun of anyone? Arey, tu to takla hai. Arey, tu to takli hai. Will I make fun or I'll be okay with it?
You'll be okay with it.
But if
Okay,
I don't, you're right, Saloni and Kushi, I'll be okay with it. But if I don't like myself, bald, like, this part is bald. There is a disease like that where some parts of your head are bald. Okay, I don't remember the name of the disease, but yeah, then if I see somebody else bald, at least I make comment in my mind. Arey, see, she's bald. Arey, see, she's bald. Because I don't accept something about myself is something that bothers me about someone else also. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we
yes,
accepting
ma'am.
this? Are you sure you're understanding what I'm saying and you're accepting what I'm saying? If there's any
Yes,
doubt,
ma'am.
ask.
Yes, ma'am.
So if anybody does anything and it makes me angry, what does that mean?
That means that the person who is making us angry is like have some insecurity about themselves only. Like,
No, your clothes. For example, Saloni comes into my house and breaks this bottle of mine. Okay, it's my magic water bottle on which I write my affirmations. Okay, Saloni, what? Yeah, you broke my bottle. What is this? Why am I upset with her? Because even if I break this bottle, I'm not okay with it. It's too dear to me. Because I am not okay with breaking it even by mistake, my own bottle. I'm not okay with Saloni also breaking it. बॉटल है, if I tell myself कांच की है, टूट सकती है गलती से. If I'm okay with it, I accept it, it's okay, it's a mistake. Then I'll accept that about Saloni also breaking my bottle. Yes or no?
yes, ma'am.
If I can accept mistakes about myself, I will accept mistakes about others also. But what happens is, this sounds and makes sense. But what happens is, we all live in an illusional world. No, I'm okay with it. But then we get angry on the opposite person. So we are living in an illusional world, in a dream world, that I am okay, but I still get angry with the opposite person. So we don't realize that we are not accepting that aspect about ourselves, and that is what is making us angry. The opposite person is not making us angry. If we were perfect, we would become God. What are we doing as human beings then? We have all kinds of qualities. We have jealousy, we have greed, we have generosity, we have gratitude, we have hate, we have love, we have all qualities. If there is day, there is night. If there is black, there is white. Everything in the world has a
Balance.
exactly. Without balance, would the world survive? It's only because there are bad things in the world we value the good things. It's only when we have a downfall is when we are grateful about the good that happens when it's an up. Yes. So remember, if you're angry on anybody, first introspect. Look within. Why am I angry with this person? Okay, he cheated on me. My concept is it's not okay to cheat. That is why I'm angry about that person, with that person. Okay, so is it okay to cheat? Yeah, it's okay to cheat. Okay, if it's not okay to cheat, is that something that is there? Have we never ever cheated? Have we never felt greedy? Have we never felt jealous? We all feel everything. It's only not at the conscious level. We are living in an illusional world. No, ma'am, but he has a second girlfriend and he said that he loves me, so he's cheated on me. So I am not accepting the fact that I can't have two boyfriends. That is a concept I don't accept. That is why I'm angry with the opposite person. Anything that you don't accept about yourself is what you are angry for on the opposite person. Now, to make this point even more stronger and prove this point, I'll tell you. If I am filled with love, okay, imagine I'm Mother Teresa, okay, just hypothetical, okay. Will you believe that I'm full of love? Very loving, very warm. Anybody on the road or anywhere in the world comes and tells me anything, will I give hatred to that person or love?
Love mostly.
Why? Because I'm filled with love. I can give only what I
Have.
correct. I can give out anger only because I have anger about myself. I'm angry with myself in some part, some habit, some attitude, some thinking, some action. I'm upset with myself. That is why I'm upset with others. If I love myself, if I'm full of love, that's the only thing I can give. Correct? How can I give what I don't have? Make sense? I know it is very, very difficult to accept this because we are living in an illusion for how many years? 18, 20 years. Me, 45 years, 44 years. नहीं यार ये कैसे possible है? How can I be angry with others because I'm angry with myself? But this is true. I have tried it and tested it on myself and lots of people. That is why when you see in the train, bus, when people fight, when they are angry, are they really removing the anger on that person or something has happened? They're angry with themselves. That's why they are giving out that anger. How can a loving person give out anger? Somebody who loves themselves will love everyone. God is like that, na? All religious people are like that, no? Who are saints or gurus or have we heard?
Yes, ma'am.
This is really happy realization. It was for me. So now in the future, if you are ever upset or angry, what will you do?
Introspect.
Yes. Okay, on what point am I angry with that person? I'm angry because I got food late. I'm hungry and 1 घंटे से खाना नहीं आया. समझ में नहीं आता है. I'm hungry, खाना देना चाहिए टाइम पे. Means you are not okay to become late to give food to someone else. It's okay to not be perfect. If we were perfect, we would become God. We all are humans. We all are learning and growing. It's completely okay to not be perfect. We learn out of that, right? I have
Yes,
tried
ma'am.
this. The moment I started accepting some aspects about myself, that point, like for example, being late, okay, I'm not okay being late. The moment I accepted, it's okay, Niyati, to be late. Now, when people come late, I don't feel angry. I've tried it in multiple things in my life for on myself. And you, I want you also to try this and tell me what happened in my next webinar. Yes? Will you do that for me to prove this is true? I've tried it. And I've tried it on lots of people also. And they've come back and told me that yes, initially it was tough to accept what you are saying because we go back to our old pattern, which is what? Blaming others. It's very easy to blame others. You know why? Because I'm shifting the whole thing to on the opposite person. मैं फ्री हो गई, मैम वो बस लेट था ना इसलिए मैं लेट हो गई. It's very easy to do that. We don't take responsibility of how we feel in our lives, and that's why we shift the blame to somebody else. We are not okay to take responsibility of our lives, of our feelings, and our emotions and actions. Anybody who blames someone a lot is a person who, complete the sentence, is a person who,
Blames themselves for that.
correct, excellent. So, should we feel angry with such a person or empathize?
Empathize.
Correct. But what is our normal pattern? In the class, in college, in school, there is one person who keeps on blaming everybody. अरे ये तो ना ऐसा है कि because of him this happened, because of that person this happened. What we feel about that person? ये ऐसा
We
कैसा
get
है?
angry and frustrated.
हाँ, correct. Is that the normal behavior from all of us? But now, because we are on another path of awareness, of understanding life, of learning life skills, we will be different. What will we do? We will understand that he is blaming himself in a lot of aspects in his life, and it's a pitiful situation. You don't have to pity the person. He is in unawareness. We only, the moment we understand, he is blaming himself for lots of things. That's why he's doing this. Once we understand this, will we be angry with that person, irritated with that person?
Nope.
Are you understanding the beauty of this thing? Most of the time, we are irritated and upset and frustrated for nothing, for completely nothing. Fights that happen on the road. You know, the people who stand in the crowd to see the fight, who are these people? Now you tell me. Who are these people who are standing to see the fight? Who are these people? What are they feeling about themselves? Why do they like to see the fight, the argument?
Ma'am, entertainment.
Who will like to see a fight? Which kind of a person will like to see a fight? Which kind of a person blames, who blames himself? Which kind of a person likes to see fight?
Who likes to fight?
Who likes to fight?
Who is fighting with himself for some things? Not who likes to fight. He's fighting with himself. It can be career, it can be feeling low self-esteem, it can be demotivated, it can be to not prove himself. He's fighting with it. Don't we fight with ourselves for a lot of things?
Yes, we do.
He likes to see only what he is. Yes? Makes sense? What are you all thinking? Tell me. Put your cameras on, na guys. This was really a big realization for me also, and it took me days. I kept on seeing this video of my mentor where he kept saying this, with different examples. I was like, नहीं यार, नहीं possible है. मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं है, उसी ने किया है. I am angry on him because of him only. I am not angry. I am angry because he did this.
Yes, ma'am, I was also thinking the same.
Because this is our old pattern. For so many years we have lived in this and nobody told this to us. And abhi bhi many times I feel like, okay, no, he broke my bottle na, he broke my trust, no, he lied to me na. But I'm not okay with lying to myself or to anybody. That's I'm not liking. I know it will sound very fake and artificial initially, but this is true, 100% true. So now what will happen automatically is, because three of you you all trust me. I know that. That's why I'll come for every webinar. You all like what I'm saying. You all have experienced certain things. So your trust level on me has increased. And I am giving you all only what I believe in, what I have tried and tested. I'm not giving you anything that I don't have belief in, which I don't have proof for myself in multiple ways. So the moment you feel now that, just look at this webinar, 10 minutes look at it, don't look at the whole webinar. Those examples, then you will start connecting dots. Then out of 10 things now, 3 things, yaar, this aspect I really don't accept about myself. That's why I'm feeling angry. All 10 you will not believe first. Slowly, slowly it will happen. Initially, it may be just, you'll still have that question mark. No, yeah, this will happen because it is our old pattern. It happened with me also. But when we are in awareness and we keep telling ourselves that, okay, let me read people now. Let me see. Why is he behaving like this? मैंने तो कुछ किया भी नहीं है, मेरे पे भड़क क्यों रहा है? होता है ना, हुआ है ऐसे हमारे साथ. With our mothers, very common. Why is she angry at me? I have not done anything. Why? Because she is going through something. Yeah? Some examples, some things in our life will feel that, yeah, what Niyati ma'am is saying, making little sense. It will not make sense for everything in your life. It will take time. But the moment you understand and believe this concept, you already understood. But the moment your belief level increases in this concept, you will see your life has changed to another level. Your 50% anger is gone anyways. Because now you are working on what? On yourself, on acceptance. If the earth is full of thorns, will you cut the thorns or will you wear slippers? On the whole of earth,
Wear slippers.
we can't do anything about anyone, however they behave. We will have to take action. We will have to change. We will have to accept. We have to work on ourselves. Isn't it difficult to work on ourselves? Is it, or it's very easy?
Ma'am, it's difficult.
It's super difficult. If it is so difficult for us to change and accept ourselves, how can you expect the opposite person to change for you? Saloni, see if you can put your camera on. I cannot change for my.
Ma'am, it's on.
I can't see you, beta.
Ma'am, I don't know, ma'am, it's on.
Acha, maybe it's not working like last time. I can't see you at all. I've not seen you even once today. No problem.
Yeah, ma'am, but I see myself.
No problem. Get it checked later. So if I can't change for my own benefit, for myself, exam aa raha hai, mujhe padna hai. अरे bore हो रहा है, छोड़ यार. I can't do that for my own results, for my own studies, for my own growth. How can I expect the opposite person to change for me? We are talking of the impossible. You love yourself the most, whether you like it or not. It's true. And you can't do this for the person you love the most, which is yourself. How can we expect other people to change for us? It's foolishness, but we still expect it. So let's come to reality. Let's not expect any change from anyone. We are the one who need to wear slippers. Simple. The world or anybody or anything is not going to change for us. The moment we come in acceptance and awareness, we'll be a happier person. Does this mean if you change, problems will not come your way? Does this mean that?
Not at all.
Correct. The problems still persist, but now you are looking at the problems in a very different way. So they will not feel like problems. They will feel like they are my stepping stones to for me to grow. Everything happens in our life for a reason. Do you know the leaves on the trees wither away before snow falls abroad? Do you know that? The tree withers away its leaves before the snow falls. Do you all know this?
Yes, ma'am.
How does this happen? You think it just happens? Everything doesn't just happen. Everything has a reason. We only can't see it. If a beggar is come my way, there is a reason. It's very similar to frequency. You remember our frequency lecture? We attract only who
Yes, ma'am.
we are. If an ugly person has come in front of me, he has come for a reason. Either for me to understand that my frequency is low, I have to learn something from this and grow rather than being upset. Will you try and do this from today? The
Yes,
moment
ma'am.
you get angry or upset, awareness. Okay, why did I get angry? Why did I get upset? And that's why journaling helps. Now your journaling will change completely. I have tried to get you into habits because I knew the webinars I'm going to take in the future. If that habit is not there, how will introspection happen? The right habits, they're so simple. These habits, ये habit से क्या हो जाएगा, ma'am? I also used to think these things. Small habits, how is going to change my life? It has changed my life. These simple things have changed my life. Simple thing like water, not even magic water, regular water. Doesn't it help us survive? Imagine no water. You can survive without food, mind you, but not without water. You can survive for days without food. Water is simple, na? So simple. It's helping us survive, it's helping us live. Simple things are the most meaningful and effective. Yes, my suggestion is see this webinar after a few days again. You will need to do this especially for this webinar because it's a new concept. For you to get this belief level, you'll have to keep seeing it. Okay? Promise me you will do that. And if any
Yes, ma'am.
example or any realization you have, no, put it on Action Takers group, WhatsApp group, or send it to me on private. Send an audio note, send a typed message, anything is fine. Yes? Why am I telling you to do this? So that you hear yourself when you're saying it. When you write it, you have proof that this happened. Okay? Yes? And then we'll have a record. Ma'am, this happened, this happened, this happened. And one day you will read all of those. And then it will be a reminder for you. Okay, yeah. Because there'll be only a few things that you will understand this with. There'll be many things that you don't understand this for. Slowly, slowly, step by step. And your life will be so beautiful now. Like I used to get, like we are 9 people in my house and I used to get angry with so many people in my house. Like 9 is a big number, okay, to live in a house with for adjustments, tolerance, patience. You know, a lot of people test your patience, but they are not testing my patience. I am only impatient. That's why I'm getting impatient with others. If I have patience, Will I be impatient with others? No. So I realized, acha, I have to work on patience. Okay. That's how it works. Now I don't get irritated with anybody in the house. Sometimes I do, I'm human. Immediately I introspect and I'm in awareness. Okay, I got irritated. What is it that I have to do? What is it that I have to correct? What is it that I have to work on? You know? So please let me know what your experiences are when you try and think of this. See, out of 10, 15 times, in the day, only once you will get this awareness. But after a week, you'll get this awareness twice. Most of the times, you'll forget also when you get angry. Array, I got angry, I forgot. Array, I had to think. After finishing the whole episode, you'll remember. That's okay. We are human, our old patterns come back. Slowly, slowly, when you keep seeing this webinar, even for 5 minutes, if you see it now, you'll remember. Oh, wow. Khushi, please tell if you can, if you want to share, please share.
Actually, ma'am, there is a friend of mine, Abha.
Okay.
So in our college, so basically what happened with both of us is she yelled at me in front of four people,
Okay.
and I was very upset.
Okay.
And from that day to today, I was not talking to her, and I was not even like looking at her because I was obviously angry with her. And today she smiled at me, and I didn't do it back.
Okay.
And I'm feeling a bit like guilty for it because now I'm feeling she might have yelled me out of some frustration or some reason at me. But I should have forgiven her, and like maybe I could have smiled back to her. So next time when I'll go to the college, I'll smile at her first.
What is something better that you can do, Khushi, right now? I'm only suggesting. I leave it up to you.
Maybe like I can message her.
You can do better than that, Khushi. I know you.
I don't know, ma'am.
Think about it. If you don't want to call her, send a message or send her at least a voice note or message her if you're
Yeah.
comfortable with that. No problem. I do this with my friends. When I'm angry, I just call up a friend of mine and I'm just bombarding her. And she's like, okay, Niyati is not in a good mood. Let her get it out. And then I'm okay. So she just hears me out. I also do that. But I know that she knows me and she will understand that I'm irritated about something. And I will yell at her only. You are like this and you are doing this and you are doing that. Okay, she's not okay. We do that sometimes unknowingly with people who are not great friends with us, but sometimes we do it with our close friends and they understand. But not everybody understands. But because we are in that momentum, in that mood, जो मेरे सामने आया ना सबका, like I'm irritated with everybody because I'm irritated with something happened in my life with myself. So I'm so glad, Khushi, that you had this realization so quick. Amazing. I'm super happy. Even if you don't message her, you thinking of this is huge. Of course, if you message her, it'll be like you're a star. It takes a lot to understand, see, accept, and take action. It's huge. It's huge. It's the first step to growth. Okay. I had promised you all that we will do something for confidence. So, what we can do is, I'm going to stop this recording here and the webinar will be over in 2 minutes. So, let's log in back and we'll do a short 5-minute exercise for confidence for the exams. Yeah, shall we do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for sharing this, Khushi. To accept this and share this in front of 4 people is not easy. To accept our flaws in front of people is very difficult. But let's, especially Aishwarya, Khushi, Saloni, we've been joining every week after week. Let's be open about ourselves. Let's be vulnerable. I'm going to share my vulnerable moments also with you, my personal moments where I was weak, where I was not a great person with you all. When we do that, you will see that we empower each other. Okay? And Vishal, I'm really, really happy that you joined us today. So I'm logging out and let's log in again.